So last week we created a video about the YouTube tips and you simply loved it. So I decided to give it another go and create now the same video about Udemy, because Udemy is another big topic of the channel. So today we're gonna have 31 tips for the Udemy course creators, for the beginner course creators, and all the things that I've learned during my year and a half almost now of being a instructor on Udemy. And I'm gonna teach you everything that I've learned here right now. But first I want to give the credit where credit is due. Some of the tips were provided by our Udemy instructors in our Udemy Heroes Facebook group. So if you want to join our community of the Udemy course creators, the link will be in the description down below. You can go and join us there and take part in different discussions, discuss different things that's happening on the Udemy, and to be fair, overall in the course creator space. So without further ado, let me just go through my phone and go through the 31 tips that I've created for you as a Udemy instructor. So without further ado, let's just get it started. Okay, tip number 1, teach the things that you are passionate about. A lot of people are asking me what they need to teach on Udemy, and the thing is that you can teach whatever you want, but the thing is that you need to be passionate about. If you like building a Rubik's Cube, create a course on how to create a Rubik's Cube or how to solve a Rubik's Cube or whatever you want. You can create a course about anything that you want, but being passionate about this is the must, and it's always visible by the students if you're passionate about the subject or not. So create the courses about the subjects that you're passionate about and that you simply love. Tip number 2, you don't need to be an expert in any subject to teach on Udemy. You see, a lot of people who are getting to the Udemy to learn something, they have simply zero knowledge about the subject, and some knowledge about the subject is simply more than enough for them to learn. So you don't need to learn everything about the certain subject in order to be teaching. You just need to know more than the most. Tip number 3, have introductions and conclusions in your course. I know it sounds like very self-explanatory, but I have gone through a lot of courses that are just getting to the point and straight jumping into the point without giving any introduction and giving any conclusions. And the problem is that you feel like you need to get straight to the point, and it is correct in the many of the cases, but you see, different students expect different things from the courses, and for that reason, introductions to the courses, even several introductions and several different lectures and introductions, is important for the students, for them to understand what they can expect from the course. Because if you just jump straight into the point, they're expecting a different thing and getting a different thing, and it just hurts your course in the long run pretty bad. So have proper introductions and proper conclusions in order to give your students some understanding that they're not alone, and even if the course is done, they can still engage with the course, they still can engage with the other students, and still can engage with their instructor. So give them proper introductions and proper conclusions. Tip number 4, don't make lectures more than 15 minutes long. I've seen a lot of lectures that are hour or 2 hours long, or they're cramping entire modules into just one lecture on one video. Don't do that. The videos and lectures should be bite-sized. Person at their break needs to have a time in order to sit down, just go through the several lectures that are structured in the way that makes it easier to understand, and 15 minutes is maximum amount of time that average individual can stay focused on the lecture. So don't make it more than 15 minutes long, and it's easier for you as well because you can give the information in bite-sized chunks as well. Tip number 5, have at least 2 hours of course. How many times I've seen the people that went full on lazy have done very 30-minute long course. If you can explain the subject in its entirety in 30 minutes, good for you, but most likely than not, it will not be able to sell. People will not buy 30 minutes of content. They need the lengthy and meaty content in order to buy, and having at least 2 hours will help you to do that. There are exceptions, of course. For example, I myself have a course that is 1 hour long and sells exceptionally good, but there are very rare exceptions. So unless you are a very rare exception, don't make courses shorter than 2 hours long. But that doesn't mean that you need to stuff a different fluff content there. Just try to be as extensive as possible, but have it at least 2 hours long. Tip number 6, divide your course into modules. If your course is just one continuous thing, divide it into modules, because people need to understand what they're learning. If they go to the course and have entirety of the course in one module, it confuses uses them a lot, and plus it gives them impressions that course is not properly structured and gives the very unprofessional look. Remember, every potential buyer can see your lecture names and your modules. So if they don't see that you actually created the modules themselves, it looks very lazy for them. It might be a big turnoff for them to buy the course. So just divide the course into the modules. Even if there are only few lectures in the module, like 2 or 3 lectures, just divide them into the modules. It will affect in a huge way on your course sales. Tip number 7, expand your course afterwards when you are done already. Meaning that when you upload your course, when your course is already published and some time have passed, you can freely update your course later. Maybe the software that you're doing have had an update. Maybe you learned some more things. You can update your course, and when you do that, it affects your students even more because they know that whatever they purchased is not just a one-time thing that is done and finished once and for all. That means that they are being taken care of, and that will increase your ratings in the future far more. Plus, you're gonna have far more fuller course, and in the beginning you might not have a fuller picture and fuller understanding of your course at first. So you can make your course better afterwards, after you are done with it in the first time. Tip number 8, and I cannot stress this enough, read Udemy rules carefully, because there are so many things there, and there are so many things that can go wrong. You need to read Udemy rules carefully before you do anything. It doesn't mean that you need to sit down and read and memorize everything by heart before you're gonna do any courses there. No, but you need to take the glance on the Udemy courses, on the Udemy rules, and just understand what they're doing. And if you want to do something that other people are not doing, just pay really close attention. Maybe they're not doing this because it's forbidden to do. Just pay really close attention, read the rules, and just don't be like, oh, I didn't know that it was forbidden, because it will not work. Read the rules to avoid any future strikes or bans on Udemy. Tip number 9, when you upload a course, don't select Udemy for Business. So what Udemy for Business is something like a subscription plan for Udemy for the businesses if they want to buy the courses in bulk. So they can include your course, they will not necessarily will include, but they can include your course in this Udemy for Business, and when the people will buy the course in bulk, you're gonna have like some cut from it or something like that. But my suggestion is to not tick the Udemy for Business tab for your course, because if you will tick that, that means that you're obliged to have your course exclusively on Udemy and nowhere else. Plus, there is very little chance that your course actually will be chosen for Udemy for Business, and there is a very little amount of money that can be earned there. So it's not absolutely worth it. So just completely ignore the Udemy for Business and tick it off, and just upload your courses on other platforms as well. Tip number 10, don't focus on perfection. Done is better than perfect. Especially in the beginning, you'll try to do your lectures to be as perfect as possible, your intonation, your voice to be as perfect as possible. You try to make it perfection, but you cannot do this. There is no such thing as a perfect course, and your course will be as good as you are yourself. And more courses you create, the better you will become. So just dish out the courses as many as possible, and dish out the lectures as many as possible, and your courses will become better and better and better. Don't focus on perfection, focus on getting it done. Tip number 11, focus on audio. Audio is everything in a Udemy course. Your face might not be even visible for the entirety of the course, but your audio will be heard like completely. The audio is like necessary thing for the Udemy. On YouTube, you can get away without having a microphone because you can do like text-to-speech or something like that. But on Udemy, you need to have it. You need to have a good microphone. So if you need to invest only in one thing for the Udemy courses, it would probably be microphone. Record your course in a good microphone, because if the quality of the microphone is bad, most likely people will either not buy your course. If they buy, will probably refund your course because they probably will not understand what you're saying. And if they won't refund it, they'll probably write the bad review. So it's completely awful thing to have a better microphone. So invest in microphone, please. Tip number 12, you don't need any expensive software actually to start on Udemy. You don't need any paid software, to be fair, to start on Udemy. You can use a free audio recording like Audacity. You can use a free video editors like, for example, DaVinci Resolve, and you don't need anything. Like you can use a free presentation software like Google Slides. You don't need any paid software in order to start, because people are thinking like, oh, I need to buy this, I need to buy this, I need to buy this software, I need to subscribe to this one. You don't actually need that. It's good if you have a really good paid software that ups your quality of the course, but you don't necessarily need that. So don't focus on a paid software, at least in the beginning of the course creation career. Tip number 13, answer the questions. People are going to be asking the questions all the time. And remember, the questions are public. Everybody can see the questions. And when you answer them, everybody can see that you answer them. So don't leave the questions hanging, because some other students might come to the Q&A and see the questions already answered and will not answer the question the same way. Some people will just ask the same question every single time. It's completely okay. Just answer them all as best as possible, because it affects your ratings as well. So answer all the questions. Tip number 14, respond to the reviews, at least to the written ones. There's some people are just writing the star reviews and just ignore it, and they do not write any text. Don't answer those reviews. It doesn't matter. They didn't give you a single second just to write whether it's good or bad. So don't give them a single second with a response as well. But respond to the people that actually took time to review your course, whether they think it's good or bad. Ask them what's wrong. Ask them what's the problem. Say the thank you if they write the good reviews. Everything like that. Just answer and respond to the reviews, because it's a good practice, to be fair. Tip number 15, start building social proof. So what the social proof means, when the student will come to the course, they will see a few metrics that is visible for everyone. They will see the reviews, meaning that rating of the course, number of the reviews, number of the students. You need to build these three things in order to build a good social proof. If they see that these numbers are high, that means they can enroll freely on the course. So focus on building these numbers. So tip number 16, tied to 15, is give away your course for free. Don't be greedy, because people are thinking that, oh, if I spend some time creating a course, the only time people can access to it is if they pay money for this. This is not simply true. You are just restricting yourself with huge opportunities. Give away your course for free to somewhere like the Facebook course or whatever. We're going to talk about this in a few seconds, but give away your course, because if the people can get your course for free, you are building a social proof. You are getting a free students. People don't know if your students are free or paid. You're building them for free. You're building the amount of reviews, because nobody knows whether the students got them for free or not, and you're building a rating. So give away your course for free. This is the huge thing to do. Tip number 17, have a social media for Instructor account at least, and upload the free content there. You can give away your courses. You can have snippets from your course. You have a few lectures from the course. You can have a YouTube channel where you can upload some parts of your course. You can have I don't know, a Facebook group. You can have an Instagram where you can give away your course from time to time. Just do this, because you need to build a social proof, not just for your course, but for yourself as an instructor as well. And the more people will know you as an instructor, the better it will be for you as a course seller as well. Tip number 18, don't record your course if you are tired, in a bad mood, like had a bad day or something like that. Don't do this, because I've seen actually in our group that people are saying that just go do it, just go forward whether you're tired or not. And my answer to this is no. If you're tired, if you're feeling down, you're feeling bad, it can be heard through your voice in the course, and nobody wants to hear any downed voice. And for that reason, just don't record it when you're tired. It simply can be heard by the student, and it will affect their experience as well. Tip number 19, don't get discouraged by low ratings, because you will have a low ratings. You can have 1-star ratings. I even had a half-star rating. Like, I have half-star rating and 5-star rating back to back in the same course. How is this possible? Well, because people will just write bad ratings just because they're annoyed, they're in a bad mood, they don't like your face, they don't like your voice, they will just ignore your content, they expect something different. There will be a bunch of reasons why they write a bad review for yourself, and in 90% of them, 99% of them, none of them are valid. You cannot affect this, you cannot change this, you cannot do anything about this. So just please ignore this. And remember, the ratings will go away in just few months, meaning that the older ratings are not counted in a newer ratings after the sometime. So just remember that. So after 3 months or something like that, this 1-star ratings will go away. So just why get discouraged by that? Number 20, focus on number of the reviews rather than on the ratings themselves. You see, on the Udemy rankings, the courses that have more reviews rank higher than the courses that have higher ratings. Why is this happening? Because a course can have only 1 review and will be 5-star ratings, or the course can have 1,000 reviews and have a 4-star ratings. But you see, like 1,000 review course is more valuable because you know exactly what's there happening, because the average of the 1,000 people is most likely the more valid review for the course rather than just one 5-star that can be, I don't know, the course creator's friend and someone like that. So focus on number of reviews. You better have 1,000 one-star reviews than 1 5-star reviews, because it will be higher in the rating. So you need to focus on the number of the reviews rather than the rating itself. Number 21, use Udemy Marketplace Insights extensively. People, you are not using Marketplace Insights. Use it. It's a tool that Udemy is providing to you in order to choose the best topic for your course, or best titles for your course for that matter, because the Udemy Marketplace Insights have the keywords as well for each and every topic. You can see exactly what people are looking for and what people are buying from these keywords. You can see exactly what it is. You can see exactly how much money you can make. You can see exactly the related content. You can see exactly how many courses are there. You can see a lot of information there. So please use Marketplace Insights extensively. Number 22 ties to number 21. Learn your competition. You cannot even imagine how much information you can get from your competition. I mean, that how they title their courses, how they have subtitles to their courses, what they write in the descriptions, what they have in the reviews, because people read the reviews, because you can see exactly what people are looking for in the certain topics, and you can see what exactly these bigger courses are lacking, and you can put it in your courses. Learn your competition, because this will transform your courses in a huge way and will help you to make more sales. Number 23, the thing that I don't do a lot of is create a simple promos for your course. Promo is the videos that everybody can see, and create a very simple 1-minute promos for your course, not introduction of your course, promos to your course that will explain what your course is all about in a very short and simple manner, that people will come there, watch your 1-minute promo, they will know exactly what they will learn from your course. Do something like that. Number 24, promote your courses, including the free coupons to your courses, on a Facebook group, in Reddit, on forums, on Quora, and many other places that you can, because more people will see you, more people will know you, more people will get to the courses. And if you have a free courses, remember, you can promote your paid courses to those people as well, so you have a bunch of potential buyers there. Remember, when I have my revenue reports, you see the some money made from my promotions. That's mainly how I make my money. I promote one course to the other course students, and that's how I get my sales. So remember, promote your courses on every place that you can. Just don't spam, because spamming is not a good practice. Number 25, do not worry about the refunds, because you will get a lot of refunds. It's just completely normal thing to happen, because some people are just using it badly. Some people are just scammers. They just come there and just watch your course and just refund it because they don't want to pay for something like that. There are a lot of people like that. There are a lot of people like that, and you're gonna get a lot of refunds. Don't worry about that. Usually you are not gonna get more than 10% of your money refunded. 10% is like a very bad case. So just don't worry about this, because you cannot do anything about this. This is a Udemy policy. You have a 30-day money back guarantee, and you simply cannot do anything about this. So please stop worrying about this. Number 26, use announcements function extensively. People, you have two types of announcements or promotions: educational announcements and promotional announcements. Educational announcements means that you can promote a bunch of other educational content to your students, i.e. you can promote your YouTube video, your educational YouTube videos. Bunch of people coming to this channel are coming from my Udemy courses, and you can write it in the comments down below if you're from my Udemy courses. You can promote your YouTube channel, if you have an educational YouTube channel, to your Udemy students if you have a educational announcement, and you can promote your other courses to your students as well with the promotional announcements. You have this ability, so please use this. Number 27, avoid assignments in your Udemy courses as much as you can, unless you have to make it. Why I'm saying this? When you have an assignment is 100% dependent on how Udemy can process these assignments, because everything is done on the Udemy side. And sometimes, because people have a bad internet, or because reasons that you cannot affect, the assignments are preventing people from getting very good experience from learning the course, and they write bad reviews to you instead of the Udemy. So it affects your course quality, it affects your course rating, it affects a lot of things a lot. So just don't write assignments, don't give assignments to your students unless you have to, unless it's an integral part of your course. Otherwise, avoid it completely. Number 28, use Udemy Instructor Community. Udemy Instructor Community is a forum by Udemy itself, where a bunch of instructors are there and just sharing their information, sharing their experiences with each other, asking questions, etc. And a lot of valuable information can be gathered from there, like a lot of valuable information, and people are pretty active there. If you have a question about the Udemy and ask the question there, they're almost 100% certain that someone will answer to you, and like probably 95% certainty that someone really knowledgeable will answer to you. So use this extensively, because you're gonna learn a lot of great information from there. Number 29, change the prices depending on the sales. So what do I mean by that? The minimum price that you can assign to the Udemy course is $19, $19.99, or just $20. The maximum price is $200. So while there are sales going on Udemy, and check on the sales on Udemy like from time to time, while there are sales on Udemy, give the courses a full price, not $200, but the price that you think their course is worth it, like 100%. Give the price like that. But when there are no Udemy sales going on, your courses, like practically nobody will buy your course in a full price. Drop your courses prices to $19.99 because people are still coming to the Udemy when there are no sales going on. So why would you lose those sales? People are more likely to buy the course for $20 than for $200. So drop your courses prices while there are no sales going on, and you will still gonna get some sales. I've got a lot of sales like that, so do that thing as well. Number 30, it always starts slow. I made less than $2 in my first month on Udemy, and it took around 6 months to make my first $100. It's simply okay to wait. It always starts slow and it picks up as the time goes on, as you become more established, as you get more reviews, as your instructor, you as an instructor yourself get more reviews, as your course gets more reviews. It just builds up the momentum, but it takes some time to build up the speed. Don't worry about this and just continue dishing out your courses, make your courses better. Just continue working, because this time you cannot control it. You cannot make it faster. It's simply impossible. Just make it as more efficient as possible, and when your courses will make big, make sure that your courses are as best as possible. And last but not least, number 31 is focus on teaching, not making money. I cannot stress this enough. People are coming to the Udemy and all other course creation platforms because they want to make money. Guys, you are getting to the platform to make money. You are not gonna make money because people are paying money in exchange for something. In this case, for your course, for your teaching. If your teaching is bad, you're not gonna make money. If your teaching is good, you are going to make money. Money is a byproduct of the good course. So you need to focus on good course first, and money will come with it. Don't focus on making money as much as fast as possible. Focus on making your course as good as possible, your student experience as best as possible, and you will make enough money to make you satisfied eventually. I did like that, and now I can say that my courses are giving me a full-time income without any problem. It's almost a fourth month now that I'm making probably $1,000 plus, which is amazing. So my friends, focus on teaching first. Whoo boy, and we are done with it. Oh, it was a long video like the previous one. I hope you liked it and enjoyed it. I hope you will use those tips. What do you learn yourself from being a Udemy instructor? If you are a Udemy instructor, let me know in the comments down below, and what you're expecting from Udemy. Let me know, of course, in the comments down below. Again, join a Udemy Heroes Facebook group. You're gonna learn a lot of things, and you can have direct access to me there as well. Don't worry, it's absolutely free. You can go and join it anytime you want. If you don't like it, you can just leave. It's gonna be no problem. And this will be it for today. Thank you for being here with me. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe for more videos like this one, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. See ya.